Now this is discovered in Japan. Now let me tell you something about this one. Let me just, I have information with me. So about this particular one, okay, let me give you the main point of it. It is said that it is named after Saint George, Saint Georgia. So it is named after this one. That's why the scientists have given the name. It's named after Saint George Cross. This cross, Medusa is called. You have seen that church and all. You have a cross. Particular type of cross is there. That's how it looks like. You have seen this one, no? This I think you would have seen this kind of cross. This type of cross symbol. So inside the jellyfish, this is what you see, red color. This one. It looks like that cross. See, this is a cross-section view, but one will have a aerial view. So that's what the name has been given there. Right? Now, what is given here for the? It is mentioned that large size, 4-inch wide and 3-inch. That is not very important. Now tell me. See, sometimes in UPSC exam you get this one: omnivore, carnivore, herbivore. So what type of animal is this one? Now let's look at. When you talk about jellyfish, it comes into invertebrate. See, animal kingdom is a two type. Called something called chordata, vertebrate and invertebrate. What is invertebrate? Which doesn't have any particular spinal cord or notochord. Now another thing is a fish variety, right? Jellyfish and all this. Now what is very important here? If you look at this animal, so they are predator. That means it is a it has a tentacles, stinging. The stinging, they can sting any kind of a prey to bite with the poison and can eat away. So it has a stinging cell. Now tell me, I'll again connect with geography. This type of animals, do they require light, sunlight? Are they found in the upper part of the ocean or deeper part of the ocean? Lower part of this. They are found in deep ocean. They live in deep ocean. Now I'll ask the question, why they glow? When you see jellyfish, they glow. So why it is glow? What is the process called of glowing there? Fluorescence. So they have a protein. There's something called green fluorescent protein, GFP. And for this, Nobel Prize has been given to Japanese scientists for extraction of this protein which glow with color. So it has this one. They contain fluorescent proteins that give them the light because they live in the dark. Right? Jellyfish will be like dark. Now another thing here. I'm giving very important thing here. Coral. I'm now adding a very, very important word. Corals. Corals are also marine animals. But the coral is that cannot be moving. They are immobile, cannot swim. Jellyfish can swim. So what I'm now writing there, they are called Coelenterata. What is Coelenterata? Which has got a coelom, the body. And they belong to a class. When you read biology, they belong to a class called Cnidaria. Let me write here. See, coral also belong to the same one. Now I'll add certain area. You would have read somewhere. Polyp and medusa. This kind of animals have got two type of life. They have got a dual type of life stage. One is called medusa stage. What is medusa? Swimming. Jellyfish is what? Swimming. So what is that called as a medusa? But whereas coral, you'll come across what polyp. What is polyp? They are stationary. And you know what is a polyp looks like? Cup-like. Cup-like structure. Right? So why they have a stinging cell? Because of this nidaria. Nidaria. They have a cell which can have a poison. So you can also write here, this is a basically medusa. So they alternate, right? Their life cycle, they alternate with the medusa and polyp. So jellyfish belong to the same class where corals are found. So you should not mistake as a fish. You know, normal fish, they are different. Normal fish comes to different class. They belong to this one class called Nidaria. Clear there? See how this I am adding the points here. Is not very important this name. That could be asked in the exam. But sometimes, UPSC can give you from living world, nature. From nature and living world can ask you about such kind of marine species. Now again, I'll add one ecological concept. You're aware of that. When you look at marine organisms, there are three types: plankton, nectons, and then it's called benthos. So they belong to where? Necton. What is a necton means? Which swimming. What is a plankton? Planktons are those organisms which cannot swim. They only float. Like phytoplankton and zooplankton. So they belong to, you can also write, they are nectonic, necton. Swimming organisms there. Now the part of marine food web, let me add here. As a part of marine food web, jellyfish is eaten by turtles, marine turtles. Marine turtles are found in sea and ocean. So jellyfish become food for turtles and other animals. So here I'll write here, this is food of marine turtles. Okay, so if I have to make a food chain, let me make a food chain here. Write a food chain. I'll write a food chain like here. Let me just take it sidewise. One food chain could be like this. Phytoplanktons. Phytoplankton is always the first part. Why? They are called primary producer. Because they are able to capture the sunlight. Now this is eaten by zooplankton. Because zooplankton cannot prepare food. What is that called in the ecology? Herbivores. They are herbivores. Now this will be eaten by jellyfish, right? And this can be eaten by this could be food chain. So you have to think in a broader way. Whenever you come across any such kind of topic, think in a broader way. Okay, how it can be the part of the system there, which can be done by these animals there, right? Although it is discovered for the first time, but again, as a part of jellyfish, being a living organism in the nature, you should know about jellyfish, correct? And I have written certain technical word, medusa and all this word, nidaria, they all comes there. Clear here? Now let me come to this. If I have written, then I'll change it. So we'll cover a lot of things there. I'll be covering a lot of things one by one. Acha, one more thing I have asked the management. After tomorrow's class, I will have a Zoom session with all of you. That means, you will have the handout, everything there, and the Zoom session will be also like a class. Whatever you have studied, wherever you have studied, whichever material, so we'll interact with each other and take the doubts, everything there. Separately, that will be done for your batch, so that before the exam you get to know these are the topics which you have to really study, and if you have any doubt, you can easily ask me there. And Zoom session I can take from anywhere. I don't have to be always in Hyderabad, right? So I've given there, and please let me know tomorrow when you want the Zoom session. I'll plan it accordingly there, without disturbing your daily schedule, because you are studying right now. I don't want to disturb that. Okay. Now clear here, this one, right? Okay, now let me go to this one. So this way you have to connect the dot. And I believe that something what you're reading, question can be there. Now another thing, this was not in the current affairs too much, but I'm discussing this one, Myristica Swamp. Let me discuss a lot of things there. But you can write the name. Myristica Swamp, heritage site in Maharashtra. I'll be giving you major points on that. And this could be a question in the exam. You can get a question about Myristica Swamp. And Myristica Swamp is in the news for last 5-6 years. Alright? It's for last 5-6 years. Just write the name, but I'll connect the point. Where the heritage site, where does it been developed or declared, what all things I will be adding there. Okay, looking at the photograph, it resembles like one type of plant. Can you say what type of plant? Mangroves. It looks like a mangroves. You know mangrove forest, Sundarban, Bhitarkanika. So many places we have mangrove forest. So it looks like mangrove. Like why? You can see the roots. Can you see the roots of the plant? That's what I've taken the photograph. They have aerial roots. And so what is a swamp? Well, water, land with the water is there, filled with that. Now this mystical swamp. Now my question: mangroves are coastal area. What about mystical swamp? Are they coastal? Coastal area, you understand? Along the sea coast? No. Mystical swamps can be found inland also. Now question is that mangroves. Mangroves live in where? Saline water, brackish water, where the salt is there. But mystical swamp is a fresh water. See, I'm giving you a difference. See, where the UPSC can catch you, most of the people will think mangrove. It is not a mangrove. It's not a mangrove. It resembles mangroves. Are you getting this? It looks like mangrove plants, but it is not a mangrove. It has got different type of, it can be found in fresh water. And I'm giving a very good important here. It is found in the backwaters of Kerala. You know backwaters? And here, where you have a water channel which goes there, river system and all. So let me come. So you have written this one. Let me bring about the points here. So you can write about Myristica Swamp. So what do you need to remember for the prelims exam? I'll put across all the points here. First point here, just like mangroves, they are medium height. Plants and trees. Found growing both inland, I'm putting the point, it can be inland, bracket I'm writing here, river system, they are connected with river system, as well as coastal, like for example backwaters of Kerala, and there you will find there. Now what is another thing here? This type of plants, right, again like similar to mangrove forest. There's something called breathing roots. There's something called pneumatophores or breathing roots. And they anchor the soil very tightly. Right? Protect from soil erosion and the effect of water. They do that. Now, third thing here. Very similar to mangrove forest, they are abundant with species, particularly aquatic, which are found in the Myristica Swamp. Considered as, this word, wetland. See, wetlands can be swamp, marsh, bog, pitland. Now I'll give you a difference. Swamp and marsh, both are wetland, but the difference is that swamp is that kind of wetland, land filled water, where you have a woody plant. Woody means like mangroves and all. But when you say marshy area, marsh, you have a herbaceous plant. What is herbaceous? Grass and small plants. Did you understand what is swamp? It's such kind of a wetland which has woody. The plants will have wood, woody plants like mangroves. We don't say mangrove marsh. We say mangrove swamp. We call myristica swamp. But what is marshy area? Where that area will be filled with grasses and small plants, herbaceous herbs. That is called marsh. Clear there? So there swamp area there. Now, why it was in the news? Let me come across. In part of Western Ghats, you know that Western Ghats of India is very important from ecological and biological biodiversity point of view. So many of the myristical swamps in the Western Ghats of the country are known as a sacred, and it has been covered in the Hindu paper down to earth. Now, what is happening in Kerala? I'll be coming to particular Kerala because of the growth of human population and urbanization. These mystical swamps are getting affected. Even sometimes, they will be harboring fish. Do you know, sometimes fishing that area that is affecting there. Maharashtra also comes into that. Is considered to be sacred. What is sacred here? The local community in that area, they consider those kind of trees as a religious part. Worship them. The rituals are linked with the trees. Now, what is very important? In Maharashtra, this photograph which I've given, heritage site. Now, what I'm writing here is a very important topic. You should prepare it thoroughly this year exam. BHS, Biodiversity Heritage Site. Right? So here, I'm writing the name here. Bombade Myristica Swamp. Where is this Myristica Swamp? Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, declared as BHS. Now, anybody in the classroom who can tell me what do you mean by BHS? And I'll connect with Telangana. I'm going to connect with the Telangana state. First biodiversity heritage site of India is the Aminpur Lake. First BHS, I'm saying first BHS of the country is Aminpur Lake in Sangareddy district, very near to Hyderabad. You know Sangareddy? But now, unfortunately, that lake is being lost. All the real estate buildings have come up. That lake is getting Aminpur Lake. There was a time where a number of birds used to come. What is a wetland? Migratory birds. So that has been totally neglected. And I am giving you a very important fact. First BHS of India is a Aminpur Lake. But now it is in a very bad shape. Same as BHS is declared in the state of Maharashtra. Bombadika. Bombade Myristica Swamp. There's a place called Doda Marg. What is the name of the place? Doda Marg. Where? State of Maharashtra. So again, what I mentioned above, Sacred Grove, part of this. Now tell me the concept of BHS. I've given you the fact. Now tell me the concept of BHS. What is BHS? Biodiversity Heritage Site. See, India has now got 44 BHS. And this all have been in PIB, Press Information Bureau. The entire list is given in PIB. So about BHS, who will tell me? You would have covered in the classroom program. Kya hai uska pata hai? What all things you know about BHS? Anybody online want to add anything? Who knows about BHS? Okay. All right. Anybody in the classroom? Or I'll add in a new page. This part you have written. This was in current news which I've given there. Right. And now let's go to the. Shall I change the page? Last. Okay. Now let's look at here. About BHS, I'll tell you. What you need to remember from BHS, it is a concept under, we have a very important law in India, Biodiversity Act 2002. Biodiversity Act 2002. Central government, parliament has passed this law. And you all are aware this Biodiversity Act has been recently amended also. Amendment has been made. Right? One more thing you are aware, this act we have passed because of CBD, Convention on Biological Diversity. India is a signatory to the CBD, UN Convention. So we have brought this particular convention. Now what is very important here? Who declares it? You know there is a body under this one. What does the NBA stands for? National Biodiversity Authority. Right? The three types of bodies are there. National Biodiversity Authority, State Biodiversity Board, and third is BMC, Biodiversity Management Committee, like Mehboob Nagar. Right? There's a Chintamani. I don't know those who are from Mehboob Nagar. There is Chintamani BMC, Biodiversity Management Committee, and I'm giving a very important example. That BMC supply neem. You know neem. You have seen the neem tree, and you know neem has got multiple application. Neem is used in cosmetic, soap, detergent. Neem is used as a pesticide. Neem is used for medicine. Even toothpaste. All the neem is neem, babul, and all these are there. So Chintamani in Mehboob Nagar, BMC supply neem, and there's something called as a benefit sharing. Right? You have read about Nagoya Protocol. They get the some kind of payment for that. So next time, those who are from Mehboob Nagar, just find out where is Chintamani and go and see what they are doing there. That comes under this law. Such kind of BMC comes under law. So declared by National Biodiversity Authority, with the support of which one? Like Telangana government will have State Biodiversity Board. Telangana has got. Every state in India has got a State Biodiversity Board. Like Aminpur Lake, declared by Telangana State Biodiversity Board. First BHS of India. Now what is very important? Why it is called heritage? Old. Thousands of years. They are there in that area. Thousands of years old. Then with ethnic, rare, endemic, and threatened species. That means such area will have those type of animals and plants which are found there, nowhere else. Endemic means there, and they are very rare. Rare means the number is less, and they are threatened. IUCN Red Data book. They may be critically endangered. At the same time, plants which are found there may be ethnocentric. What is ethnocentric? Sometimes fossil. Fossil. The trees and plants from millions of years in that particular area. Right? Maybe sometime from Jurassic Park era, the time of dinosaur. So that's called heritage. So they're declared with that. Now recently India has been adding, NB has added many BHS. Right? So this Maharashtra has got a Myristica swamp as BHS. That's what I've given the example here. Correct? And Aminpur Lake, just remember from Telangana state, even in such names comes. See, one question you have all written here. Suppose one question can be like this. If I give you this one, again I am giving the question here. Which of the following pairs is or correctly matched? Again a factual question. See, UPSC can give you any such kind of name. Just I'm giving an example here how the question can be designed. Now similar type of questions are asked on Ramsar side also. wetlands of international importance. Now I am giving another one here. Right? And the last one, fourth one. So let's say here only 2 pairs, only 3 pairs, all 4 pairs, none. Something you know, something you don't know. Do you know that this is correct? Who will not be aware? Those North Indian students. Right? They may be thinking Aminpur, where the Aminpur is there. Right? But for you, you are aware that this Aminpur lake is very nearby there. Then Bombardika, Mariska swamp. It was in the news, current news. Why I have given Aminpur, first one in the country? Why I have given Bombardika swamp recently in the news? Right? Then Majuli Island, you know that. And Majuli is linked with culture also. Brahmaputra river. What is Majuli Island? It's a riverine island in the river Brahmaputra. And recently it was in the news. Why? It's a district, Majuli district, and again it was in the news because of the Prime Minister visit there. PM visited 2 places in Assam recently before that election time. One was Majuli, again another was Kaziranga. He went for safari in Kaziranga. So UPSC will not ask PM Modi, right? UPSC will ask about geography, about ecology, about that particular area, right? So Majuli is known for that. Now Borjuli. It is recently declared. Borjuli is a paddy field. Assam has got very important festival called, which one is the Bihu? Bihu, the festivals are there. So Borjuli is a part of, recently 2 sites have been declared BHS. I'll give you that. In Assam, 2 new BHS has been declared. One is this Borjuli rice field, and second is Hajong Lake. What is the Hajong Lake famous for? Tortoise. There's something called Hajong Lake Tortoise Festival. Tortoise Festival? Are you aware of this Tortoise Festival? Like people, they have a festival on tortoise. In Hajong Lake. Where is Hajong Lake? There's something called Dima, Hasao Dima. Let me give this. Hasao Dima. There's a place in Assam, Hasao Dima. Right? There's a lake which has a tortoise. Indigenous varieties of tortoise. And the people celebrate it through a festival, Hajong Lake. Now declared as what? BHS. So please make sure this time all these 44 BHS, you should be going through, one question could be asked on that. Biodiversity heritage site. Correct? So I'm just trying to give you, and it was in the PIB also there. Press Information Bureau covered this particular information there. Right? Any other BHS in Telangana? Like one is Aminpur Lake. Is there any other? Or let me answer. Any BHS in Andhra Pradesh, AP? Andhra Pradesh government has got any BHS? Which is the Ramsar site of Andhra Pradesh? Koleru. Is it a BHS? It's not a BHS. Is there Ramsar site in Telangana? Any Ramsar site in Telangana? Not been declared so. So that way you have to see those areas. There, map based there. Okay, anyway, you have all written there. So what will be answer here? 3 pairs. Correct? Factual question that I have given. So shall I change this one? Huh? Shall I change? Okay. Now let's come to this. You will remember this. I have used the photograph so that it goes to your brain. You never forget in the exam hall if the word Myristica comes. right? So Bombardika in Doda Marg in the part of it. Now look at here. Sacred groves of India. Another important topic of this year exam. You could get sacred groves of the country. We have so many sacred groves all over the country. And you know, in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, it is called Pavitra Vana. You know, Pavitra Vana. You know, Pavitra, you know, sacred, Vana, you know, forest. And I'll give you one very important name of tribe, Chenchu. You know Chenchus? Now, which part you'll find Chenchus living? Where generally you find? No, which, give me the specific name of the location or area where they are living. Chenchus there. Hmm? Nallamala forest, right? There's one area. What about Nallur? Nallur, Kadapa, or there was Chittur. These are district, no? And they are the part of Eastern Ghats. Which Ghat? Eastern Ghats. It's a very important tribe, right? So they have their own kind of rituals and they worship that area. Pavitra Vana, like here. Let me come across one by one. Jammu Kashmir has got Mahua. You know Mahua? Liquor. Mahua is a type of tree. And what type of tree? Deciduous. You know, deciduous is a tree. Normally, Mahua you will find in the central part of the India. Eastern and central part. But now you see Mahua tree. Right? Where? Jammu and Kashmir. See here, Lak. I'm sorry, this is Jharkhand. Lak resin. I think there's some mistake in the map there will be. No, no. See, wrong given there. Mahua, Lak, Jharkhand. You know, lac is a type of tree which has insect. And you know where we use a lac? One is a bangle. You have seen the bangle? The lac is there. The ceiling, you know, when we do the sill there, you have seen that red color kind of lac. That is state of Jharkhand. So I'll correct it. Wherever problem there. Now see here, currant seed, Himachal. Sal seed, wild honey. Then you see this is Gugul. Gugul is a type of tree in Rajasthan. Gugul. Then you can see bell, you know, bell. I don't know, it's a Hindi word. It is as a, just like coconut, it is a hard one. And as a fruit, it's a very good fruit. Sometimes, you know, murabba, you know murabba? You know this word murabba? Sometimes just like a sweet, people make with the bell murabba. And it's made of juice, you know, sometimes like a juice, when people do that. You'll find that bell, then Gujarat you can see here. This karanj, you know karanj? Yes, please. Karanj seed. Give me one. Karanj seed. Karanj is also used for biodiesel. You know, biodiesel and all this. Then you can see here this one. Gum and all this one. Jamun, Maharashtra. All these are name what you come across. Tamarind, Karnataka. Chhattisgarh again, Jamun. All these are Telangana, I'll come to that. Telangana, we're not covered here. Covered there? They're not. But again, I'll come to this. Let me write certain names here. It's better I'll write the name of sacred groves. See, if we talk about sacred groves here, they have given different name in different parts of the country. Like one is this one. Another name you'll find this one. Kavu. You'll come across the word Kavu. Kavu is this is the state of Kerala. Sarpa. Sarpa, you know. Sarpa means snake. Right? I will have deities. Like snake deities and all. So Naga Panchami, you know, Naga Panchami. And all this is celebrated that area. So Kavu is a Malayalam word which means a sacred forest. Right? That is state of Kerala. Pavitra Vana, you know that. Telangana and AP, you'll find that. So they have got different names there throughout the country there. Even if we go to Nilgiri, you know Nilgiri, Blue Mountain. So there is one very important tribe called Toda tribe. They also worship in sacred forest. So throughout the country we have this one. And there certain names have been given there of those kind of sacred forest there. Meghalaya, you know Meghalaya is known for three hills. Which are three hills are there? Garo, Khasi, Jantia. So in Meghalaya when you go there, you have these three hills. Garo is the western side, Khasi is the center, and Jantia is the eastern side. You know the highest rainfall in the country, Mausin Ram. That is a part of this side, Khasi side, not this side. There recently, there was a question in the UPSC exam, living root bridge. Living root bridge. That's a part of when you go to Cherapunji, you know Cherapunji, Mausin Ram. There's a part of Khasi Hill. Again, living root bridge. You'll find the sacred groves are there. They'll have their own kind of deities. According to the tribe, the tribal population, they have their own kind of ritual there. Right? Now I'll give you another example here. You'll find this name, Sarana. Sarana you'll find in 3 states. One is Odisha, Jharkhand, right, and Bengal. You know Santhal, you know, Santhal tribe, Santhalis. They have a Sarna. What is Sarna? Is a forest. So I'll write the name. This is in the state of Jharkhand. And you know Jharkhand is adjoining to Bengal. So Jharkhand, then Odisha and Bengal, West Bengal. They call this kind of forest, right? Sarna. Karnataka. There was a movie recently, Kantara. You know Kantara movie? You have seen the Rishabh Shetty Kantara movie, where the forest is given. What is Kantara? Kantara is a Kannada word, means mystical forest. Right? If you have seen in that movie, there's a deity which believe that as a Varha, Varha. And there's one dance form shown that. What is the dance form? That you know, with the that they decorate and they dance there. Bhuta Kola is there. They were there. But that dance form, that ritual has a name also. Thayyam. What is called that? Sometimes you know art and culture linked with see Thayyam. Thayyam is in the both Kerala. See, remember that. Both in Kerala and Karnataka. And you know where in Kerala you will find, which is the adjoining to Karnataka. See where you find this ritual of that we have seen in Kantara movie. The ritual is called, that is a part of the Udupi and Uttar Kannada. And that is adjoining to, there's a place called Kannur. Where is Kannur? Is in Kerala. They have something called Thayyam. You have seen that song. There is some song, no? There's, you know, that music is there. There's the background music. I've seen that song. Which, and then they make that with the mask and everything, and they have that masal. What is called that? Fire they take, na? And they dance that one. That is called Thayyam. See, that's what you have to connect with the part, rituals, and that is all based on the sacred forest. And why is sacred forest very important from environment point of view? They harbor different varieties of plants and animals. They're known for biodiversity. So religion, culture is separate thing. But what is very important? Species, which are found in this kind of forest. Right? That we have to know that. That part, I'll be coming to the question there. Now you can see here. This I have already, okay, not this one. So sacred forest, you have to go through this one. Now look at, very important topic. Rat hole mining. Now tell me why it was in the news, rat hole mining. Good. Silk Yara. Silk Yara tunnel collapse. Char Dham Yatra in Uttarakhand. You know that workers were trapped in the tunnel and they were rescued through rat hole. What's the rat hole? They make a bore. One person can go inside that. Because why it was made like that? Because the roof can further collapse and they would die. So they were, you know, you have seen the live telecast. They were taken one by one outside the tunnel. But that was in the news. But I am coming to real rat hole mining. Meghalaya. This what you see is a forest area. Can you see there? And you have can you see this one? This is a mine. This is a hill. Remember that. Hill with the forest. And there's a deposit of coal. See, most of the time you read in geography, coal deposit in the part of Chota Nagpur Plateau. Right? Chota Nagpur Plateau, you know, that's part of Jharkhand, Bengal, that area. Or you read about Neyveli, you know, lignite and all this one. But remember that even Meghalayan plateau, Meghalaya is what? Plateau. It also has a deposit of coal. But the problem is that this coal deposit is in such kind of area, terrain, landscape, and heavy rainfall, very heavy rainfall, forest area. They use this technique called right hole mining. Now I'll tell you why it is important for the news, for the exam. NGT, National Green Tribunal, has banned right hole mining. Now tell me, in right hole mining, where not many people can go inside. So what they use, they employ children, young children. Because young children can easily get inside. And young children, the body is flexible. They can bend easily and they can go and take the coal outs. So there have been number of mine accident, mine accident where children have died. So the matter went to National Green Tribunal, which was banned this kind of mining there. See, although this technique was used in Silk Yara tunnel, but actually mining is a Meghalaya, Khasi Hill. You'll find here, this is a part of Khasi Hill. There this practice comes into. They will find there. Now, if you look at here, I'll just come to the rat hole mining. It is covered in Amigos material. See why it was in use there. It was in the news because 41 workers trapped inside the collapsed Silk Yara barcode tunnel in Uttarakhand were rescued. Now, what is rat hole mining? I'm coming. Rat hole mining is a specific method employed for coal extraction. What do you see? Coal extraction, particularly in the region like Meghalaya, which we have seen in the photograph. Narrow pits. See here. Narrow pits. What is pit? Burrow. Right? You have seen the snake burrow, snakes and all. The narrow pits are dug. So narrow pits are dug into the ground, often vertically oriented. Narrow pits, vertical. What is vertical means? It will go like this. Imagine there. It's not like it is just when you go there, just like this. So they will send the person inside like this. They'll take the coal and then they will take it outside. This is what the rat hole mining does. Now what is said here? Further, it is said here, miners equipped with basic tools descend into these pits with using ropes or bamboo ladder. Now look at here. What they use? Rope or made of bamboo ladder. Are you able to imagine? It's just vertical. You have seen that ladder? So they will use a bamboo ladder. You have seen the construction site, you have a ladder in the part. So they will use that ladder, bamboo ladder. Like when you do the whitewashing and all, you have seen that bamboo ladder. Through that they get inside to take out the coal. Right? This is what rat hole mining is all about. Then what comes here? Manual labor. That means no machine. There is no use of machine. So what they will carry with them? When they will go inside, they will carry the shovel, shovel kind of thing. So they will dig there. Take all this and they will take it up. So now this way you will remember the rat hole mining. What exactly the rat hole mining is there. But this is a risky, dangerous. Now one danger is what? If the mine, there is a hilly area, sometime will be what? Land subsidence, landslide. Can it possible? Second thing is what? There is a lot of rainfall there. So there is sometime mine flood. The water, let's say, suppose the mining has been done. All of a sudden heavy rain starts. So all the water will get inside the pit. Right? So those type of risks are there. Totally unsafe. Right? Totally unsafe type of mining is there. Clear? So this is how you have to understand. If you understand, you don't have to memorize. Right? And photograph help you understanding better. That's what I've taken the diagram here. So it looks like a cave. Right? When you go to the Ajanta Ellora caves, like it looks like that, but it's not a cave here. It's a mining area. Okay, now let's look at here. Where is this wildlife sanctuary? Okay, I'll write the name of the place. Seti Hali, right? Wildlife sanctuary. I'll give you an idea. Whenever come about a Hali, is a Kannada word. Even in Bangalore, if you go to there, Devanhalli, right, there's a place also there. Devanhalli, right, is all this. These are the place, village. Yes. So this is called Shimoga. There's a place called Shimoga. Yes, very true. So Shimoga is a place in Karnataka state, and I'll tell you, is a very very important because a part of Western Ghats. Is a part of Thal Kaveri. Thal Kaveri. Kaveri River origin from Western Ghats, the state of Karnataka. Right. So is a Shimoga part of Western Ghats. There, this wildlife sanctuary is there. So why it has come in, as you can see here, there is a part of Western Ghat, and you have read in environment ecology, Western Ghat is a hotspot. What do you mean by it is a hotspot? Endemic variety of plants and animals, and also threatened. So this is the part comes here, part of Western Ghats, and this place comes into that. I'll come to one very important thing which is not given in the booklet. I'll add here, but let me first discuss what is this one. NGT has set up a 6-month time frame for Karnataka. Let me explain you. Why it was in the news, ESZ declaration. What is ESZ? Ecologically sensitive zone. Right? Declaration around this wildlife sanctuary. National Green Tribunal has asked the state of Karnataka to look into this area because now there is a lot of development around this sanctuary, and the government should declare ESZ. That was the news. I'm first giving you news. Okay, what was the news there? We'll see what is ESZ. Then comes here this one. Encroachment around. Why problem comes? Encroachment around that area there. That was the part actually. So 1974 it was declared. So there's a, you can write here. Just write this one. Mandagade Natural Bird Sanctuary is there. Please write this one name. Within this there is a bird sanctuary also. Natural bird sanctuary, which is lying within the same sanctuary. Same sanctuary, within that there is a bird sanctuary called Mandagade Natural Bird Sanctuary. Right, in the same place there. Now what is mentioned here, okay, this is known for one dam also there. There's a dam, Tunga Anikat. Tunga Anikat. There's a dam, and when there's a dam is there, what will be near to the dam? Reservoir. And that reservoir is like a lake, and that becomes a habitat of migratory birds. Right? So there's a dam and there's a reservoir. So where the migratory birds comes. There's a nesting site. That near to the dam, there is a part. Now, I'll ask you a geography question. It's not given. Tunga. Which river? You have read about Tunga Bhadra. Have you heard about that? Tunga Bhadra. Yes, and there is I'll tell you that there's also a place called Bhadra. Right? And there's a place in Karnataka. And is known for Kali. There's something called Kali River. And there's recently declared a tiger reserve also. Karnataka has a good population of tigers. The Tunga, Bhadra, these are the part of Kaveri. Tributaries, small tributaries which join the river Kaveri there. So Anika Dam which is there. Now let me come across here. If you see here, there's only this information given. Now let me give you my information. What I've discussed just few minutes back, BHS, Biodiversity Heritage Site. So I'm now giving the name of the BHS. Hogrekan. There's a Hogrekan Biodiversity Heritage Site. Now I'll tell you what is this region very famous for. There's something called Baba Budan Hills, BB Hills, right? Yes. And this there is a very important part called Saravati. Saravati is a place. So let me write here. Just write there. One is this one. Baba Budan Hills is a very famous place. And it is a connecting site to Saravati. The Saravati sanctuary is also there. This landscape, this landscape is a part of Western Ghat. You can see the diagram, Western Ghat. That connect to Saravati. There is a sanctuary, there is Saravati. And also there's part of Baba Budan Hills. And now Karnataka is known for mining, right? Mining and all this. Long way back you have read about one Reddy brothers, right? Reddy brothers, right? So, and it was linked with mining only, illegal mining and all this one, right? This is that area. So, what is very important? There is now human growth also, human population. So that's what NGT, National Green Tribunal. NGT is what? Quasi judicial body. The matter went to the NGT and NGT has asked the government to declare ESZ to protect the sanctuary. Correct? So this way you have to connect the facts with the mapping part of it. So what is the name of the BHS? Hogrekan. That you have to remember. Clear everyone? Right? So this way, reading becomes interesting. When you read environment with this way, it will become more interesting to learn. Right? So that's what I have given all this part of. So please remember this Setihalli Wildlife Sanctuary. Now I am coming to the, one word, Konda. So what does Konda means in Telugu? Hill. So wherever the word Konda comes, Golconda, Golconda Fort, there's a hill. Above that is a fort there, right? And now I will take you to Andhra Pradesh, a very important place which is Adventure Park, and that is in near to Visakhapatnam, Vizag. Tell me the name. Correct. So you have written this one. So this one, I'll come to this later on. Visakhapatnam, right? Kambala Konda Wildlife Sanctuary. Anybody from Visakhapatnam? No one? Vizag and all? Vizag is something around 10 hours, I think. 10 hours from here. From Hyderabad by train. Train, I think 10 hours will take, right? By road also will be 10 hours. Visakhapatnam has a lot of things to visit. One is the coastal area, sea and ocean, right? I'll add there. There was a news. The color of the water was blue and green in night time. It was there. People went and made the videos and everything there. Why it was that color of the water? Night time it was a colored, it was glowing, right? Algae, right? Plankton, planktons were there. So here, this one, you can see here. Can you make it out here? Watchtower, boating, rope climbing, zip crow and all this. All these have been made. So now I'll tell you what exactly was in the news here. I'll give you main part of it. What was in the news? This one. It has gone there. One second. It is just. This is from the part of Amigos document only. Okay, yes. Eastern Ghats Nature Interpretation Center. You write there. Eastern Ghats Nature Interpretation center. Established within this one. See, this area again connect to Odisha also, right? So they have wide was in news. First I'm giving wide was in the news. Eastern Ghats Nature Interpretive Center was set up in the this particular wildlife sanctuary. Now what is given here is near to Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Now it's the Odisha to Tamil Nadu. This connect there's a landscape. You know, Eastern Ghat. See, although Eastern Ghat is not continuous, but you know, it goes to the Andhra Pradesh and even part of Tamil Nadu. Like for example, you know, Tirupati. Tirupati, when you go there, now Tirupati from there, Chennai is not very far away. Like if you take a train ride or something, like 4 hours and 6 hours, you will reach there, Tamil Nadu. You know, one very important lake, Pulikat Lake. Pulikat Lake is a lake which adjoins both the states, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So that's what the landscape, and Odisha is the northern side. So that has been now made here. It's saying that it's connecting there. Now what is the center? They will present the this research part of it. Local hill, Kambalakonda, that's given here. Evergreen forest. It has a evergreen forest. Normally, what type of forest will come across the Eastern Ghat? See, normally you will find a mixed type of forest, mixed deciduous, temperate. But this area also has got evergreen forest. Normally, where you find evergreen forest, tropical areas, like you know Western Ghats, they will find tropical rainforest and all this, Andaman and all this. So it comes here. Another thing, what is mentioned here is a hilly region there, and it has got two very important name I am writing here. Indian screw tree. You'll find in this area Indian screw tree. It's a very unique tree which is found in this belt here. Another thing what is given here is known for pangolin. You know, India has home of two types of pangolins. Indian pangolin and Chinese pangolin. Chinese pangolin found in northeastern India. Indian pangolin then comes here, I'll write the name here. Indian pangolin. Then you'll find here tree shrew. What is shrew? SHREW. Shrew. What is shrew? Is almost like a mouse. You have know the rat and mouse, but it has a pointed mouth. You have seen that? So what do you call here? One is a chuha, rat. One we call chachundar. We call this chachundar. They have a very pointed kind of a mouth there. Right? What do you call in Telugu here? That's found in tree shrew there. It's an endangered kind of animal. Rodent. What is rodent? Mouse and all this, which is found. Another very important thing, barking deer, jackal. Barking deer, then comes jackal. Indian jackal. There's another species found there. You know, golden jackal, Indian jackal. Right? What do you call in Telugu jackal? We say in Hindi CR. You know, CR and all this. Huh? Nakas is there. See, jackal is different from that hyena. Hyena is different. Hyena we say lakad bagha. You know, it's hyena you have seen in the movie Lion King. There's hyena that which lives with tiger. Tiger around this. Jackal looks like that but different. See, always remember that jackal. I'm using hyena. Then another word comes fox. Then wolf. Wolf is called bhediya. In Hindi we call bhediya. In Telugu what do you call wolf? So they all four are which family? Where they come? Which family they come? Jackal, hyena. Then there's part of a wolf, fox. Are they cat? Do they belong to cat family? They belong to dog family. They're like canine. What is called your word? Canine. They belong to this. Tiger is a cat family, but these are the dog family, right? You'll find there. Then another thing, One very important snake is found, viper, Russell's viper. Now tell me, is this snake poisonous or non-poisonous? Poisonous. See, one you find king cobra, kala nag, nagraj, right? Nagraju there. Sometimes people can. Another is a viper. See, kala nag, nagraj, that is also poisonous. Venom, venom is there. Viper, right? India is a home of both type of snakes, poisonous and non-poisonous. So you'll find that one of the is called Deboia, Deboia Rossi. That's the name given here. Now again, peafowl. What is peafowl? Peacock. Indian peacock. Have you seen peacock in Hyderabad? Yes, there are. Yesterday I went to Koheda. You know Koheda? Koheda, that very far away. That is again the Vijayawada highway. So there were some small kondas, hills were there. And there were peacocks were there. Ha temple, yes, very famous temple. Which was the name? Sangi temple is on the top, on the hill is there. It's a very famous temple. So that side I went there. And again, cuckoo. Cuckoo, nowadays, mango and cuckoo. You hear the sound. So all those are found in this area. Okay, anyway, this part which I have given here, remember this name. Now this one, very, very important. Pangolakha Wildlife Sanctuary, Sikkim. Let us discuss Pangolakha Wildlife Sanctuary, that is in Sikkim. Now it is a high altitude in Sikkim, Sikkim is known for what? Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga is a mountain, part of the Himalayan range. Now what you see in the photograph, can you see the Silk Route? You have read about Silk Route? China to Central Asia. The Silk Route was there. So it falls in the Silk Route. And the Sikkim is adjoining to which all countries are there. See, Sikkim is transboundary. It's a very small state. One is in Nepal. You know that Darjeeling and Sikkim, Gangtok, Nepal side goes there. So you'll find Sikkim, if I draw a diagram, if this is Sikkim here, this side is Nepal. Nepal is the western side. Now this side is Bhutan. Correct. And which is the northern side? Tibet or China comes into that. This part comes here, this one, China. Now there is a very famous pass. You have read in geography, Indian geography. Nathula. Right? Nathula. And Nathula was considered to be the part of Silk Route. Even now there is a pass. What is pass? Motorable. One can go to that part of there. La means mountain pass. Nathula. Right? Now here, this wildlife sanctuary, if you can you see here very clearly? Birds are there. You'll find here birds are there. Variety of birds are there. It's said to be bird's paradise. What is this sanctuary called as a bird's paradise? You can find different type of birds which migrate in this area. It's a very famous place here, and you can see here where it's given Pakyong, Pangolakha, Juluk, Nathang Valley, East Sikkim. So there was a bird festival. Bird watcher. People are bird watcher which go for watching birds. So that was held in last year. When it was held? April 2023. That was in the news. So about Pangolakha, let me tell you some more information about this particular one. Class is going on this one. Now you can understand here. Let me bring here. You write this. This linked with is a very important name I am writing here, which has come in UPSC prelims exam so many times. NEERAJ Valley. NEERAJ Valley. Just see the previous year question paper. You will come across this word NEERAJ Valley. Neora. Now NEERAJ Valley is a part of Darjeeling. Darjeeling, Sikkim there. So NEERAJ Valley is the part of the valley system which is linked with part of West Bengal. Where we have NEERAJ Valley? Darjeeling. And Darjeeling is the part of West Bengal. Correct? Now another thing here. This connect Bhutan, that's what I've given. It's the largest wildlife sanctuary in Sikkim. Area wise, the largest wildlife sanctuary. Which state? Sikkim. Area wise, it is the largest. Now, another fact is that it has a lake. One very important lake I am writing here, and this could come in the exam. See, Sikkim has got right now no Ramsar site. There is no Ramsar site, but Sikkim has got many lakes are there, and these all lakes get water from glacier, Himalayan glacier. So now the name of the lake which I am writing here, which part is so Songmo. Songmo Lake, or it is also called sometime simply Sogmo Lake. Songmo Lake is a very, very famous lake in Sikkim. Even the tourists go to this lake, right? And it's a glacier lake. Water comes from glacier, right? All this comes in. It's a high altitude lake. What is called high altitude lake? Something which is located more than 3,000 meters above sea level. And you know that glacier lake outburst was there. That was a Lonak lake. Another lake was a Lonak lake. So this is one thing which you have to know. NEERAJ Valley, what I am connecting, NEERAJ Valley, Bhutan, China, Nathulal Pass, another Songmo Lake. There is a part of this part of belt there. Then comes the migratory birds. I am part of it. Now there is a rivers called Rangpo. You can write there. Two rivers originate. Rangpo. Rangpo. Right. Can you tell me which is a very important river from Sikkim, which go to Bangladesh? Tista. So one river Rangpo and Jal Dhaka. Jal Dhaka. And they are tributary of which river? Tista. You will also come to know there's already a dispute of India with Bangladesh with respect to Tista water sharing. West Bengal government doesn't want to give so much water. Even that glacial lake outburst, GLFO, was based on Tista. Tista Lake river there. That part comes here. Now trees and plants are also found. Now I'll give you some name of animals, or anybody can tell me what type of animals. Birds is all right. Tell me some kind of unique animals found in this area. One is this one, snow leopard. But another animal I am writing is so many times it has come in the news. Red panda. Panda. What is a panda? What type of animal is panda? One you have seen? Black panda. Where you find black panda? Giant panda. You'll find in China. But in India has got red panda. Red panda is a small one. Right? Red panda you'll find in Darjeeling, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh. They belong to bear family. Bear. They're not a leopard or something. They belong to bear family. As we have a black bear, brown bear. They belong to subspecies. And red panda is small in size. Reddish color fur is there. You'll find in this particular landscape there. Then I am writing very important name. You are aware of this name. Musk deer. In Hindi we call Kasturi Mirg. Kasturi. You know what is a musk deer? It has that perfume. Very strong perfume is obtained from the navel of that deer, musk deer. So you'll find this musk deer in Himalayan range. Like one place Gangotri Park in Uttarakhand. To the part of this belt also comes there. Musk deer, snow leopard. One more name I will write here. Black bear, Himalayan black bear. In Himalayas also bears are there. Himalayan black bear. Which is found in this area. See, whenever you are coming across any national park, sanctuary or something, you have to just take all those important points. Not all the points, that's the important points. What is the location? Where they are found? Is there any kind of wetland or lake around that area? Has there been declared any national park, sanctuary in that area? Right? What are the important animals found there? So that way you have to connect from there. Right? Now I'll come to one more park which has made a lot of headlines. Is in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. No, Namdapa you are aware, that is also news. But what now I am going to discuss, it has been there in the current affairs material, but less covered. There's something called Eagle Nest. Eagle Nest Sanctuary. Eagle, you know, Eagle Nest, you know that. So Eagle Nest Sanctuary. You all have written this one? Huh? So now let's look at this one. Where it is located? Arunachal Pradesh. Let me give you certain points about this. Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary, that is a part of Kamlang. Kamlang. Now, Arunachal Pradesh has got number of tiger reserves. One name you will come with Pake. Pake Tiger Reserve. Right? Where UPSC asks the question Pakhui Wildlife Sanctuary. Namdapa. Now, Kameng has also been declared as a tiger reserve. Now, this place you will find tiger, clouded leopard. Is a home of clouded leopard. Is a very unique type of leopard. Then also snow leopard. Then again tiger. Now why it was in the news? The local people who live in that area, they have number of sacred forests and they have donated their land for conservation. Private land. You know, there is a concept called community reserve. Local people who are part of conservation, they have given there. Now recently, these people who have donated the land, they, you know, Arunachal Pradesh is known for one type of agriculture called jhum cultivation, slash and burn cultivation. So earlier this area was affected because of jhuming. Now it has been banned. What is jhum cultivation? They clear the forest, they cultivate the crop, and then they burn it. They move to another place there, and again they come back. So in terms of no jhum cultivation, what is another name of jhum cultivation? Slash and burn cultivation or shifting cultivation in that area. And it is known as a birds, different type of birds like eagle. Eagle is one, that's the name given, eagle nest, right, which is found here. So eagle nest sanctuary, that is I have given here, right. What you can do, you can bring this, you solve this question there. You have already answers given. You have environment ecology question have been given here. Already in this one explanation has been given. Now this is from the test series of Amigos. Just go through the questions and the explanation part. Tomorrow morning I'll discuss that. Now tomorrow, since I am going back to Delhi, the class will be not at 9 o'clock. You have to come 1 hour earlier. But you will get, I will 11:30 I will end up the class, right? So please come tomorrow at 8 a.m. I will be bringing all my luggage here because after your class I'll just move to the airport. Shamshabad I'll move to that, right? So bring that one, and tomorrow I'll also help you in the mapping part of it. Okay, how to help in the mapping part and those areas we'll cover that. I'll give you certain maps print out. Today only I'll give to the management, they'll prepare the map, and those map we'll discuss in the classroom. Important areas will cover there, right? So let me give some document which will be given to all of you, and you can go through that. And please make sure to bring this test paper also. Tomorrow I'll give an idea how to attempt those kind of questions.